A man bought a mysterious Buddhist amulet online. Little did he know, it contained a female demon from a wild countryside. His wife crashed his luxury sports car, and then he heartlessly laid hands on his own wife. Just how many strange and chilling twists lie in this story? Stay tuned for the invisible lover mystery. This man's name is Wang Dali. His wife just so happens to be his superior at work. Every day, Dali was full of energy, yet ironically, his wife remained cold and indifferent toward intimacy. Frustrated, he turned to adult films online to satisfy his desires. One day, while browsing a strange website, an unexpected ad popped up, a mysterious Buddhist amulet. The description seemed to hypnotize Dali. As a modern man living in an age of science, he knew better than to believe in superstitions. But we all know, sometimes reason is no match for desire. A few days later, the amulet arrived. It bore the image of a beautiful, seductive woman. Dali couldn't wait to try it out. If it worked, he'd even give it a 5-star review. He didn't expect much, but on the very first night, the amulet revealed its power. In a hazy dream, Dali felt something strange. He opened his eyes and a stunningly beautiful woman stood before him. She was not only gorgeous, but also incredibly bold and seductive. At first, Dali tried to resist, but soon his desires overwhelmed his reason, especially with a cold and distant wife at home. How long could any man endure? Unable to hold back, he closed his eyes and indulged in pleasure. But just then, his ecstasy was cruelly interrupted by his wife. She was disgusted and scolded him harshly. Dali could only force a bitter smile and let it slide. The dark flame inside him remained unquenched. He quietly left the bedroom and slipped into his study to resume the interrupted ecstasy. As soon as he lay down, the mysterious woman appeared once more. This time, the pleasure was even more intense. By dawn, drenched in sweat, Dali had finally experienced true satisfaction for the first time in over 40 years. From then on, the study became his secret haven. But secrets never stay hidden forever. One night, his wife woke up needing to use the bathroom and accidentally heard strange noises coming from the study. Curious, she pushed open the door, and what she saw horrified her. Dali was stark naked, kneeling on the bed, thrusting wildly like an untiring bull. Panicking, she thought he was cheating. She rushed in and yanked off the blanket, only to find nothing but a pile of tissues. No woman in sight. Disgusted, she covered her nose, mocking and humiliating him harshly. But to Dali, she was the real monster. Why should he be humiliated like this? Why was his natural desire trampled by the very woman he married? At that moment, rage exploded inside him. Without hesitation, he slapped her hard across the face. She staggered and fell. Just as she tried to get up and curse him out, a soft voice whispered by his ear, "She's the only thing standing between us. What are you waiting for?" The mysterious woman was standing beside him, smiling as she whispered seductively, "Kill her." Dali seemed possessed. He no longer heard his wife's screams. His eyes darkened, his lips curled into a twisted, chilling grin. By the time his wife sensed something was wrong, it was too late. The cold blade sliced through the air. Blood dripped from the tip, a silent declaration of death. She died in a pool of blood. Only when the floor was soaked red did Dali snap back to reality. He trembled as he looked at his wife's body, overwhelmed with terror. Though she hadn't fulfilled his desires, she had been a perfect wife in every other way. He broke down in tears. But at that moment, a slender hand rested on his shoulder. She appeared again. Dali turned around. Looking into her seductive eyes, he realized there was no turning back. Under her spell, his instincts once again overtook his reason. After that, he hid his wife's body in a freezer in the basement and took a long leave from work. But what goes around comes around. Eventually, Dali was arrested by the police. By then, he was completely drained, his body shriveled like a dried corpse. Not long after, he descended into hell, carrying his regret. When desire controls a person, sooner or later, it will devour them whole. The scariest thing isn't demons, it's the bottomless greed within the human heart.